Hello, Pisces. I'm here for your weekend reading, and after I'm done, then I'm going to be doing live polls over on Facebook, and then I'll be back to do live card readings over here. So let's see what's going on. So this is for the weekend for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for you guys. So the first card is going to be what it is, what idea is coming in for you, what's going on in your ideas, your thoughts, what's making you think of new thoughts. And the second one is your thoughts, basically. What are you thinking of? What are you trying to bring into being? And then the third one is what you are bringing into your world, into your life, into your reality. So let's see what's going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or those with Pisces in their chart, and those cross watchers watching Pisces. So first off, we have Mook the Nomi, or however you say it. This guy right here. He seems pretty wise. He's looking for small clues and details and messages and patience, like everything, like this is like seeing synchronicity is what I'm getting, like just looking for the details, watching. Whenever I see this, it's like, well, wait a minute, I'm looking through the bushes. No, so maybe getting ideas and seeing things and getting ideas, and they're just like popping. That's a lot of things going through your mind. And what is your thought? Well, we have the Lady of the for Harvest in reverse. So maybe this is feeling like you are not able to make something happen because this is manifestation card. And this is 18, which would be 1, and 8 is 9, which would be trying to make something happen, but feeling unable to make all these ideas. This is a busy mind. Right now, I feel like there's a lot of busy mind, but this is having a sense of nostalgia too in your idea. Your ideas, so there's so many ideas coming in, but unable to really have a sense of which one do I harvest, which one do I do, which one is it that I start, which project can I go forward in, which one do I want to bring, which one do I want to release, which one do I just a lot of stuff. And so what you're bringing in, though, is your intuition. So it seems like whatever this is, you're hesitating. Then you're bringing intuition. Like all of a sudden, whatever all these ideas that are going on, and you're unable to harvest, your intuition is going to bring them to you. You're going to see why you're holding back on being able to release things and stuff like that. These ideas, because intuition is kicking in. Boom, there we go. So let's see, what is it going on? What's bringing all these ideas into your head this week for you, Pisces, for the weekend, that is. We're talking from now till Sunday. Give or take a few. Really not it's specific, but it is what it is. If it resonates, it resonates, and you really understand. So let's see what's going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. One more. Alrighty. There we go. So, energy coming in for this weekend. Something's not transitioning. Something's not going the way that's I'm seeing. That may be why you may be having all these ideas. Like everything, something's not able to be brought to an ending. And we have a new beginning being turned down because of that, like not taking up a new beginning. And it's emotional. It's like your emotions, you're just maybe feeling pretty guarded in your emotions, trying to guard your emotions, feeling overly, you could be letting out all those emotions. But there's something just not being able to start. And the reason this is happening, someone's not feeling abundant. There's like a completion that hasn't finished yet regarding money, finances, home, a secure situation. And what's happened to bring this about? The Tower card. So there's maybe a sense of rebuilding something some type of energy has come in, disrupted, and it's made you have a sense of deep loss here and unable to start new, not wanting to. This is not wanting to take an offer because you're unable to get over this energy of disruption from the past. But Spirit's advising that, hey, now maybe you may have been you're pretty much stuck in your emotions on this stuff, attached to this stuff, and there's been an offer coming in. Now that offer is being poured down. I don't want to say poured down the drain. This is like, this offer is now, it's here. It is now, you're at a place that it seems, oh gosh, seems like you've been pretty bored with all those other offers, and now it's like, now you have to take notice of this. It's like, take notice of this offer. You're turning it down right now. You need to look at that offer. Yeah, it's like, you may be, if you may be passing up an opportunity to start a new path there, because you're stuck on this energy of failure here, is what I'm going to say. So your challenge is to walk away, or actually, that's not your challenge. I messed up. That would probably be a challenge anyways, I would say, but this is actually walking away from the situation, going on a journey. It's an emotional journey, and you're going to have to leave all your attachments behind. You need to go on this journey here. And how are you being challenged? Impatience, wanting to really assert yourself, and you could be kind of aggressive here. This is your energy. Outside of you, we have someone feeling victorious, coming in, feeling really victorious and feeling like they have support. And you're walking away and they're following you. And this might be pissing you off, like irritated that maybe someone's taunting you. Someone seems to have victory around you while you walk off, and you're not feeling you're trying to really, you're being a bit aggressive, maybe. Someone, I guess this person may be making you passionately mad. Advice that you can do, action, is to really just not go out and party. This would be celebrating, having a good time, and enjoying. This is blocking that for the moment. This is like, just the action you need to take is maybe think about work. Think about not partying, not celebrating about anything right now, going on this lone journey. Take this offer up and go find that other cup. So right now, what's going to go on for your general overall feeling of the weekend, we have Lover's card. Having to make head over heart decisions. You could also be looking at, something divinely guided, but this is about maybe lovers. You walking away and someone's feeling victorious about this, and there's no happy home here. Not happy, not celebrating. I haven't dated in a long time. I was thinking about it today, if I want to date. Hey, that would be actually a nice thing to do. Take yourself out on a date. You don't have to make any promises, any future promises. Just be upfront and say, hey, I want to just have a pleasant, harmonious time today. I want to just enjoy myself and get to know people. And you don't even need to go to bed with them. I mean, we got to keep our morals. However, what our morals are is what we're allowed to show and everything. But this is making head over heart decisions here about this whole weekend. For this weekend here, it's like a head over heart decision. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good card here. I think this ending the overall weekend, making head over heart decisions, looking up to above for guidance on relationships, being vulnerable too, especially if you're going out, waiting on court and divorce. Wow. You want to have nothing being used against you while you're, if you haven't finished your divorce out, and you don't want to have people have anything to use against you. It's probably nice to kind of, keep your plate clear, right? So no one can use something against you, because people like to do that. They like to look for something that's offensive to present to everybody else, to say, hey, this is what she did, and they can really fabricate a big story about it too, and really make you look bad. If you're not up to speed on how to hold your ground and stand in your self-respect, then it's going to be a hard one. Can't wait for it to be over. I can't wait for it to be over for you either. Believe me. Yeah, low keys. That's the only time. It gets so boring though, because we're like, you do nothing except have to find something and then get all pining for friendships and stuff like that. But then you got to watch your steps and stuff. So when that day comes, you can still find other things to make yourself happy. But anyways, when that day comes, yeah, you'll get to go out and celebrate. Maybe this is your card being impatient, having to walk away, go on this journey, and being really super duper impatient, because this is the challenge. This is impatience. This is a feeling of not. This is knowing what I want to do. I'm really passionate about it. I'm very gung ho and going to stand my ground. This is feeling impatient. This is a sense of not having, not being able to go do the things, feeling like you're being held back from things. And so, even though it's still saying not to bother partying, it's like, not partying. That's the advice. Don't go out and party. It's just odd that that's, now that I've seen what you're saying up there, this really coincides with that. It's like there's a turn down because something isn't finished. It's not transitioned yet. And your tower would be, a disruption of a relationship, things not going the way that they had been planned, obviously, and being utterly bored, because this is bored. This is extremely bored. And it's like, well, hey, there's this offer. This is spirit's devices. There's this offer here, and maybe you need to actually take it because it could go away. So maybe here you're going to go off on a little journey. You don't have to this isn't telling people where you're going. There's an open space here, that cup right there. There's that open space, and it's like, this is something you can do on your own that you don't need to share with nobody. That's your business. This is for you to find emotional happiness, to just have a good time. And these cups are all nice. They're all set up nice and in perfect unison. They're all like balanced pretty good there. So to me, that would say, here I'm telling you to go out and have a good time anyways. Go out and have a cup of coffee or something. I don't know, do something that it's just not a bar scene would be the best thing to do. Yeah, that's a long time. 18 years takes a long time. It costs money to get divorced too. And then they like to keep you stuck, because I was in a situation. I got married. I was married for 3 months, and I got married up in Vegas, and the paperwork never got put in by the marriage place. So I lucked out, because the guy ended up kicking me and my kids out of his house. And he wasn't going to give me a divorce because it cost too much. He was going to make it to where I could never, ever get married ever again. He was going to do that. And then when I was doing taxes the next year, it was like, well, wait a minute, because they wanted my marriage certificate, and I'm like, oh, I don't have it. And so I went to call the place, and they said, well, we never applied. Well, I called the marriage certificate place up in Vegas, and they didn't have the number. I'm like, they said it never got applied. So I was really lucky because then it had never been submitted after we got married. So it was like, guess who had the last laugh? And man, was he mad. And he deserved every bit of it because he was so mean. But, and he got stuck even longer than that. He had to continue paying for health insurance and everything because that was his reasoning, was to put me and my kids on his taxes so he could get all these benefits and da 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 and all. So I was basically an asset for him. And then he couldn't handle his, what you call, manipulator. Oh boy, talk about seeing Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Yeah, and I had to be a really good person not to fall into the Hyde. I had to stay strong in myself and not play victim and not instigate either, because it's pretty easy to instigate. Yeah, and it was like his grand idea when he first met me. Oh, I don't ever want to get married ever again. Okay. And then I kind of said, oh, I made the mistake of saying, oh, if you were ever married, with me and my kids, you'd have all kinds of tax benefits. And oh gosh, did I open up a can of worms? And so I got love bombed even harder. So that love bomb lasted 3 months though, so that's good. Men and do the same. Oh, you do not know when I called the marriage place that we got married at, they said, well, the certificate place, the courthouse, they said they didn't have, you guys didn't submit the paper. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can do it, but it'll cost you another whatever. What was it, $1,200? I'm all, oh no, that's okay. I don't want you to turn it in. I'm glad you forgot about it. In fact, throw the piece of paper away because you have 11 months to. It wasn't 11 months yet because this was in April, and so I had April, May, June, July, August. I still had 4 more months to go before that was no longer valid. And I was like, no, 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 throw it away. And I know he would not go pay for it. And I wasn't going to tell him any information that he'd probably find out on his own, but I wasn't going to let him pay. I knew he wouldn't pay for it because that's more money to pay for that piece of paper to get put in to resubmit it, even though, oh wow, yeah, we got married back then, but he wouldn't see the sense or logic of having to pay for it, and plus he wouldn't want to, and it would, but so he kind of got himself stuck in, he couldn't win and he couldn't lose. So that was very empowering. That was like, it's still empowering because it feels good to it gave me back my confidence because he really did a number. He tried to beat me down on my self-esteem and worth and everything, and it just did not work. But I did stay in a relationship that I shouldn't have. And normally I would have walked the heck out the first time I had anyone be condescending towards me. I would have been like, but I've always been like that. I don't stick around for that stuff. Never have and probably never will, but I did on that because it was a sense of what society says we have to follow, these rules of being married, what those contracts are. So yeah, I kept getting advice saying to me, oh, you need to stick it out and work it out. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to sit here and listen to this man call my children my little shadow and make my child feel insecure about herself and tell us that if her dad died and tell us that we wouldn't have a place to come back to if we went up there to her dad's funeral. And I actually had to My daughter, we were going to do it. I was going to do it anyways. My daughter said, "Oh no, Mom, I don't want to have no place to come back home to. So we don't have to go." And from that point on, she was hateful to him, and she turned into, she was only 8 or 7, somewhere around there. She turned into a very ungrateful child towards him, a person who, imagine cutting off all your emotions and having nothing but red, no respect, but she knew he's intimidating, so she kept her aggression and stuff toward her to herself because she's a little person. This man's a big baboon towards her probably, and so he would shoot bunny rabbits because they ate his trees. And she one day come walking around the corner and she had a stick with an eyeball on it. I'm like, what the heck? Where's an eyeball on this stick? Demea, what the heck are you doing? And she's like, she just walking around just like it was no big deal. No empathy whatsoever. No compassion for that little rabbit. It was already dead anyways. But she had no compassion because this man made her feel totally. And then I did get asked afterwards. She said, why did you let him talk like that to us? And I said, well, I was told that's because I was told that I was supposed to work out that marriage, and that maybe I hadn't even seen that coming. I felt bad in myself because I let my self-respect be lowered by letting that happen. We got to just love ourselves first and foremost, and we can usually see the insecurity in a person. If they're going to be abusive, they're going to come at you. They're going to they're going to maybe come at you first. They're going to come at you weak-minded and suck you in and get you to feel sorry for them. And they're going to look for your weaknesses and poke at you and try to see, I don't know, just if they've got a history, believe it. You can't change that person. They have to change themselves, and you'll be able to know. I mean, I've been like that, thinking I see a person who, oh, they're in a bad relationship, and maybe I can think I can help fix. I'm a fixer. I can fix it, right? I could fix that. I can fix it, and it's like, no, I can't. The only person I can do is fix me, myself, and I, and no one else. The other person, they have to be inspired by you to want to change in themselves, but they also have to go through some deep, dark periods, and it's going to take it takes at least, it could take 10 months, it could take a year, it could take a while, but they need to go within and fix some childhood issues, most likely. That's usually what it is. For the people who abuse and people that call names, they've heard it from that was said to them or around them, and so they think it's okay. That's what they were raised. It's been like learning how to drive a car. You learn how to drive a car automatically. So this is automatic stuff that comes out from childhood. It's coming up and it's automatic. It's not even something they even would think about. It's just there. They don't know why. I'm pretty sure you've heard, I don't know why I yell at you. I don't know why I call you names. I don't know why I hit you. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did this. Well, that's because they really don't. They're not even lying. They don't know why, but you should know and see if they, you should go walk away and say, I'm going to do you the bestest favor in the whole wide world, and I'm going to let you have your life, and you can live however you want, and I'm going to do me. If you don't like who I am, then I don't need to lower myself, right? Men can be strong too, but it's like maybe we just don't see that they're strong because we're so used to seeing weak men. That sounds bad. there's strong-minded men and then there's weak-minded men. But the weak-minded men tend to come off as really arrogant and cocky and overconfident and over boisterous. And I'm going to have a lot of haters if anyone watches this. If anyone that I know watches this video, they're going to kill me. No, I'm just kidding. They're not going to kill me. I know, I'm not saying who's a weak person or what a weak person is, but there are men out there. There's women too. There's a lot of people out there that are weak-minded, and then there's the strong-minded, and then there's the really passive. These, I don't even have, all you see is my face, or I mean my hands talking. Anyways, no. There. Hello. I rarely show my face, but here I am talking about something that is like, wow, I've actually dealt with a lot of stuff. So now you have my face. I hardly ever show it. I used to at first, but I got more into, it's easier. People like to see the cards, and I got kind of camera shy again. A little insecure, I guess, on showing my face, especially when you're going through like changes and stuff. I don't know if you've done any energy work or anything like that, or any, because of being married and stuff and going through the dark night of, I don't know, going through like a dark night of the soul. If you've ever done that, that's something that I've gone through. And then when I think I'm done, it's like, well, wait a minute, whoops, here comes more energy work. Something else has been brought up. Have I been doing this long? For my cards, I've been doing my cards. I started doing them publicly in September of last year. I decided I'm going to finally do them because I've done cards since I was 14, just off and on, not publicly like this because I was kind of held back, right? Held back from giving out my gift because I had a lot of issues that I had to work through for myself regarding my own securities in myself. So being able to talk on camera, that's a fear that I had to face. When I started doing cards, it was like, oh, I procrastinated. I really procrastinated because I was like, do I do this? Do I not? Oh my gosh, what if I fail? Oh my gosh, It really went through my head, and it's like, well, wait a minute, I'm not gonna, I won't know if I fail unless I try. So, and if I fail, then that just means that I can start again. I mean, failure's all right, and if somebody laughs at me, that's okay. I'll laugh with them too, because usually I do. I can laugh at myself. So with that kind of mindset, attitude, I was able to, boom, start doing my readings easier. Like I went on and did them, and over time, I get more confident, more confident, more confident. Sometimes I don't like when people ask me, like when I do Friday nights or my Friday night readings, that I pull cards and people ask me relationship advice. It's like, I'm not getting pictures in my head, and I'm not getting information like said in my head either, or anything. Sometimes I get pictures, sometimes I get impressions and stuff, but it's not when I'm not looking for that right yet, because I'm not comfortable doing that on camera. But I'll do it for I've done it for other people. And I used to do it when I first started. I sit and meditate think on each sign before I went to start. There's some readings where I give out whatever impressions I seen first before I did the reading. So be doing my readings intuitively guided, which was really cool. But then when I'm doing my readings cold turkey, just pulling cards, it's like, then those little insecurities kind of pop up. And hey, I'm honest because I don't want to give the wrong advice. But I got to remember sometimes those cards, I may not understand what they mean, but the person that I'm reading for, they're going to understand what that card means for them. So So anyways, this is for the last reading for the day for now, and I need to get over to Facebook really quick, and I'm a pull. I haven't done the weekend reading over there because I was doing these ones, and they're only taking like 10 minutes or whatever. So I was like, oh, I can finish them all instead of doing a bunch of recordings onto the computer and then putting them out, waiting for them to upload on both sites. So I decided I was going to do separate and do separate readings over on Facebook too, but I didn't get the chance because it kind of took longer than expected. So, anyways, I will be back after I get through over on Facebook because I'm gonna probably be on there for an hour. Last time it was an hour and a half. I've been doing them every Friday night, and I'm kind of late. I'm pretty sure people, because I've been getting more people on that, so that's pretty cool. And then I started here last Friday. I think I did my second one, so I will be back on here probably around 10 for free card pulls for people. So it's the Friday night fun night, but not right now because this is supposed to be Sagittarius's reading. Okay, I will see you guys later. Thank you, and thanks for listening. And hey, I hope that in some way that I made you feel lighthearted and better about your situation that you talked about. You know, hopefully some way. Sometimes wouldn't it be nice if that marriage certificate hadn't ever gone through? Maybe you should check on that. Are we really married? Let's see. Check. You never know. They might have forgotten to submit your paperwork, and you're just sitting there going, "Well, geez, I had to go through all this divorce stuff for nothing." That's something that's kind of amazing to ever have happen. I don't know if I'll ever get married either. Who knows, maybe one day with the enlightenment process of seeing clearly and everything now, it's like, if I do get married, it's going to be that person going to have to be just like me, darn it. Every way, shape, and form. So I guess I'll marry myself, right? They say that's a bit narcissistic, but hey, we marry ourselves. We love ourselves first and foremost, then we can love other people. So yeah, you should get a hold of a friend and go have coffee or something, or go have go watch a movie or something to sign the dotted line. Alrighty, you guys have a great night. See you later. Peace out.